Hello, my dear friends. Welcome to 4000 Essential English Words by Paul Nation, Book 4, Unit 19. Astrology, astrology, astrology. Noun. Astrology is the study of the stars in the belief that they influence people's lives. Jack, who studies astrology, believes that the stars can predict the future. Please be careful not to pronounce this word like astrology. It's astrology. Astrology. Couple, couple, couple. Noun. A couple is made of two things and that go together. There were a couple of problems I had to solve. Please be careful that we don't pronounce this word like couple. It's couple, couple. Deviate, deviate, deviate. Verb. To deviate is to move away from your proper course. Very few deviate much from the average. Here, be careful not to pronounce this word like deviate. It's deviate, deviate, deviate. Differentiate, differentiate, differentiate. Verb. To differentiate things or people is to show the difference between them. It was hard to differentiate between identical twins. When you want to pronounce this word, be careful not to say differentiate. It's differentiate, differentiate. Disrupt, disrupt, disrupt. Verb. To disrupt something or someone is to prevent them from working. The loud crash disrupted the class lecture. Please be careful not to say disrupt. It's disrupt, disrupt. Equation, equation, equation. Noun. An equation is a math operation to determine the value of something. I used the Pythagorean theorem to solve the equation. Here, be careful that T-I-O-N at the end of this word sounds like jeune. That's why we say equation, equation. Err, err, err. Verb. To err means to make a mistake. The pilot erred in his estimate of the time it would take to make the trip. Erroneous, erroneous, erroneous. Adjective. When something is erroneous, it is incorrect or only partly correct. The child held the erroneous belief that the time machines were real. Please be careful not to pronounce this word like erroneous. It's erroneous, erroneous. Frantic, frantic, frantic. Adjective. If people or things are frantic, they behave in a wild way because they are frightened. The cat became frantic when I tried to give it a bath. Please be careful that letter C here sounds like K, not S. That's why we say frantic, frantic. Inadvertent, inadvertent, inadvertent. Adjective. When an action is inadvertent, it is done without realizing what you are doing. She made an inadvertent error when she knocked over the nail polish. Here, if you say inadvertent, it's not the end of the world, but in US pronunciation, it's better to say inadvertent. Inadvertent. Improvise. 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 Verb. To improvise something is to do it with whatever is available or without planning. There was no meat for the pizza, so we improvised with what was in the fridge. Please be careful not to say improvise. It's improvise. Improvise. Latitude. 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 Noun. The latitude of a place is its distance from the equator. The device was able to tell the traveler his exact latitude. Here again, if you say latitude, it's not the end of the world, but in US pronunciation, it's better to say latitude. Latitude. Mariner. 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 Noun. A mariner is a sailor. The old mariner used his telescope to find the shore. Please be careful not to pronounce this word like mariner. It's mariner. Mariner. Multitude. 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 Noun. A multitude of things or people is a very large number of them. A multitude of people were waiting at the airport. Please don't pronounce this word like multitude. It's multitude. Multitude. Nuisance. 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 Noun. A nuisance is a person or thing that is annoying and causes a lot of problems. The teenager considered her noisy little brother to be quite a nuisance. Here be careful that letter C sounds like S, not K, and also be careful not to pronounce it like nuisance. It's nuisance. Nuisance. Permanence. 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 Noun. The permanence of something is its ability to last forever. Poor results threaten the permanence of the new system. Here keep in mind that letter C sounds like S, not K, and also be careful not to pronounce it like permanence. It's permanence. 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 Revolve. 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 Verb. To revolve around something is to keep it as the main feature or focus. My life revolves around sports. Here be careful not to say revolve. It's revolve. Revolve. Soothe. 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 Verb. To soothe means to calm someone who is angry or upset. The mother soothed her crying baby by rocking him in her arms. Here be careful that TH in this word doesn't sound like th. It sounds somewhere between z and d. That's why we say soothe. Soothe. Stranded. 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 Adjective. If someone is stranded, they are prevented from leaving a place. When the plane left, my sister and I were stranded in China. Here, please be careful not to say stranded. It's stranded. Stranded. Technique. 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 Noun. A technique is a way of doing something. There are a lot of teaching techniques that are well supported by research. Here, be careful that CH doesn't sound like ch, it sounds like k. And also be careful that we don't say techniku, it's technique. Technique. Well done, my friends, you have learned 20 new words. If you want to learn more, watch the next video.